Zero commissions, the talk of the town. Every single broker, seemingly from Interactive Brokers to Charles Schwab, TD Ameritrade, E-Trade, they're all seemingly following Robinhood's footsteps by hopping on the zero commission bandwagon. But what does it mean for us as traders? Is it really a good thing? Are zero commissions really a good thing? Now I'm going to go ahead and talk to you guys in this video and give you guys my take on this whole zero commission thing, and actually let you guys know why I am not, not hopping on the zero commission bandwagon, and why I am not opening an account at any of these zero commission brokerages. Talk about it in this video, so let's do it. What's up everyone, it's Matt Az here from MattAzMoney.com, and today we're going to talk about zero commission brokers and what they mean for us as traders. So the first reason why I'm not a big fan of this whole zero commission trend is this little thing called order flow selling. Now if you guys don't know what order flow selling is, I'm going to give you guys a shorthand version to not complicate things and not get too technical. But order flow selling is essentially the practice of taking your trade data, the brokers taking your trade data, you know, where you're putting your orders, your price, how many shares you're buying, what stocks you're trading. They're setting all of this information and they're selling it to the highest bidder. And whoever has this information has a lot of power, obviously. Think about it this way, guys. They can use this information, they can trade against you, they can front run your orders, and obviously they're willing to pay a hefty penny to acquire this information. And there's no secret, Robinhood made it public that they made a boatload of money selling order flow data from their clients, and this is why they're able to stay in business offering zero commissions from the start. So there's no surprise there that this order flow information, order flow data selling is a very, very, very big part of the business that these brokerages are running. So if that explanation was too much for you guys to digest, just picture this. Picture yourself in college taking the final exam, except you have the solutions manual already next to you and you know the answers to every single question.
Copy it.
Or picture yourself sitting at the poker table playing Texas Hold'em, except every single one of your opponents has their cards face up.
I'm out. No, Homer. You have the royal sampler.
Now, isn't that a pretty unfair advantage to these HFT firms, high frequency trading firms that are purchasing your order flow data, know exactly what you're gonna do in the market before you actually even do it. So they're always one step ahead of you. So next time you're thinking about opening a zero commission broker, probably something to consider. Now the next point I want to make is this little thing called direct access trading. Now these zero commission brokers are not going to give you that feature called direct access trading, and this is a big deal. And what is direct access trading? Direct access trading is the ability to choose what route, what destination you can send your orders to before they get sent to the open markets. Now this is a really, really, really important thing, because in the grand scheme of things, these cents are going to add up, right? Being able to choose what route you can send your orders to could mean a world of a difference between getting filled at a good price or a bad price, getting filled faster, getting that full fill that you want instead of getting a partial. And that's a huge advantage over the guy that does not have the ability to choose what route he can send his order to. You know, the guy that only has the limit, market, stop, you know, those basic order options. They're going to be a step behind the guys that have the ability to choose what route they can send their orders to. And these zero commission brokers, they typically aren't going to give you that feature. And that's a big deal for me. And overall, if you're trading with size, you know, that one extra 1, 2, 3, 4 cents Pretty big deal, right? Even 1,000 shares, you're talking about 10, 20, 30, 40 bucks over time, over a sample size of 100, 1,000, 10,000 trades. Talking about every single time, it's gonna add up. So direct access trading, something that's very, very important, especially if you're trading with bigger size. And if you guys don't really understand or can visualize what direct access trading is, just think of this scenario. Picture yourself, you're trying to get to work from point A to point B, but your regular route that you take to work is completely jammed. There's an accident, there's a bunch of people rubbernecking, and you're completely stuck unless you decide, wait a minute, there's a toll road that I can take, you know, a little bit over here. I can take a little detour, pay the toll, and I can get to work on time, and I still get to keep my job and I won't get fired. So that's basically what direct access trading is, okay? So direct access trading is like paying that toll, paying that extra fee. So usually there's routing fees associated with using these specific routes, but these fees are typically less than a penny, and you're probably gonna get fills that are gonna make back the cost of that routing fee essentially by just getting a better fill. You know, you're getting filled 1, 2, 3 cents better than normally you would be getting filled had you have not been using that route. In the long run, you know, that little routing fee is actually well worth it. So think about it, guys. If you're trading at a broker that does not offer direct access to the markets, definitely something you might want to consider, especially if you ever want to size up, start taking some bigger positions. It's going to add up in the long run. So the last point I want to make here is this little thing called ECN rebates. And this is another feature that a lot of these zero commission brokers, they're not going to offer you. And if you guys don't know what ECN rebates are, feel free to check out the blog that I will post the link to in the description on my website, where I talk about how you can use ECN rebates and essentially bring your commissions down to zero or even negative. So yes, negative commissions, getting paid to trade, even better than zero commissions. It's actually possible. Read the blog in the description. You guys can learn all about it. But for the purpose of this video, I'm just gonna talk about the fact that a lot of these zero commission brokers aren't gonna even give you that opportunity to do that. And to understand generally what ECN rebates are, this is basically choosing the correct route that offers rebates. Typically, a route like ARCA will offer ECN rebates. And this is where you, instead of buying on the offer, basically hitting the offer, taking liquidity, essentially that's what it's called, you're actually adding liquidity by buying at the bid, by bid sitting. And when you're doing something like that, you're actually getting paid. Remember that toll fee, that toll road fee that we were talking about in the second point? This is actually where people are actually paying you the toll fee, so you can pocket that and actually end up with negative commissions, you know, in some cases. Again, read the blog and I run all the math, all the numbers, so you guys understand how to do that. But this is where you can actually get paid to trade using ECN rebates. And again, these zero commission brokers don't typically offer that. And if they do, they offer it in a very limited capacity. With my broker, Centerpoint Securities, shout out to Centerpoint Securities. If you guys want to use a broker that has all the features that I'm talking about in this video, always check out Centerpoint Securities, link in the description. A lot of routing options where I can choose multiple ECNs, where I can get a rebate, add liquidity, do it all day long. I post about it on Twitter all the time, how I always end up with negative ECN fees, and it eats away at my commissions, and also sometimes puts me as negative commissions on the day, which is freaking awesome, getting paid to trade. So these are the 3 points why I am not hopping on the zero commission broker bandwagon, why I am not switching brokers, why I'm not opening an account at any of these zero commission brokerages. Now, I understand what some of you guys are gonna say in the comments below. You guys are probably gonna say, well, you know, if I trade with small size, 100, 200, 300 shares, you know, I'm probably not gonna notice my order flow being sold, because these guys, let's be honest, you know, these HFT firms, they're buying the order flow for millions and millions of dollars. They're not gonna care about you if you're trading 100, 200 shares. And of course, saving commissions, saving fees on a small account, which is probably what you're trading with. If you're trading 100, 200 shares, you're probably playing with a small account. Yes, obviously, this is actually a good thing for you, because you're actually saving commissions, and you need to do that with a small account in order to limit the losses in that category. But when you're starting to trade with bigger size, like what I'm doing, trading with 5,000 shares, 10,000 shares at times, yes, it does mean the world of a difference. I don't want my information out there. You know, I don't want people knowing what cards I'm holding in my hand. If I'm playing with some big size, I'm putting in some big money in that pot. I don't want people to know what I have. So that's why it's a big difference if you're trading with big size versus trading with small size in this situation. But if you're trading with small size, yes, I understand. It actually would benefit you. But once you decide to, you know, size up, put on those big boy pants, play with a little bit more money, play with some bigger positions, you'll start to see what I mean. You'll be like, you know what, that Matt Az guy on YouTube, you know, he made a lot of sense. He knew what he was talking about. And he's saving me a lot of money in the long run. So as always, guys, give me a thumbs up if you guys like this video. Be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell so that way next time I make an awesome video, you guys will be the first to know. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Twitter is where I post daily trading ideas, daily P&Ls, a lot of fun stuff on there. Follow me on Instagram as well. Post a lot of interesting travel pictures. I literally have not been home basically for the last 2 months. So if you guys want to find out which part of the world I'm in, follow me on Instagram. As always, guys, this is Matt Az, signing out.